What is up, YouTube? McIntyre here. Today I want to bring you guys my first impressions video of D.Va. It feels like forever, honestly, since I've done one of these. But, you know, D.Va just came out. I was like, oh my gosh, we've all been waiting for this character. And, yeah, we're going to go over her now. I have not looked at her stuff yet at all. I'm already noticing she's so slow. I was like, what's going on here? But I'm assuming that they added her dash boosters. Here we go. And this is how you're going to get around, because honestly, this is horrible. This is actually already a weakness that we're seeing with her, is that her ability to rotate seems like it's going to be very much so based around her boosters. And as you can see here, that's boosters. Boosters increases the move speed for 2 seconds, and enemies you hit take damage and are knocked away. That also means that this cancels channels, right? It must be. Maybe not. Knocking away, I guess, is just a good way to peel for your team. Honestly, at the end of the day, D.Va cannot be slowed while boosters are active. So if the other team has slows on you, you can cleanse those slows off you by activating the boosters. Defense Matrix, channel a defensive field in a target direction for 3 seconds, reducing the damage dealt by enemy heroes in the inside of it. Damage dealt to the mech from enemies within still grants the same amount of self-destruct charge. Okay, so this talent only nerfs the people on the inside. So unlike Overwatch, I guess, where in Overwatch we have, you know, the ability to be all the way, let's say, back here, and then if they're shooting towards us, we're eating the damage. This is only activatable to, you know, the targets on the inside. Oh god, she's an attack move character. Seems pretty good, actually. And I'm assuming that this splashes. Yeah, okay, wow. So already she looks more like a bruiser, less like a warrior, if that makes sense, right? She's gonna be played in the second tank slot. It's not like she has an engage or she has a stun like Murden, but she looks like she does a fair amount of damage. When Mech D.Va dies, she is ejected out and continues the fight. So they gave baby D.Va too. Okay, so it's, I think that's just, you know, I'm not even gonna activate that. We'll look at that later. Self-destruct, eject from the mech, setting it into a self-destruct seconds. So this should be somewhat like this is probably going to be a lot like Overwatch, or once this blows up you can reactivate your mech. Yep. Alright, exactly, like it knocks away too. So this is pretty cool. This will have a nice synergy with like a Zeratul Wombo combo, and then you can knock them into your buildings because this knocks away, right? The other thing, okay, no, now we can try out the baby D.Va too. So looks like you just attack. Basic attacks reduce the cooldown of call mech. Okay, call mech's 45 seconds. Cool. I was like so afraid of baby D.Va, and I still am. I like hate the 2 life system in a MOBA environment, but so far, I mean, this hero looks very fun and unique. So I'm gonna give props before I even look at talents, that this character's kit feels exactly like Overwatch, which is really nice, and, you know, a good job, I guess, to Blizzard for figuring out, you know, how to really bring her kit to this game. And again, that slow movement speed is just hilarious. So essentially with this video, all I really do is talk about, you know, how are we going to use our abilities in sync with each other, and what build do I think I want to play. And again, I'm going to go over all the talents and then choose a build that I like, and then I'll upload another gameplay using that build. So the first talent is Rush Down. If D.Va neither takes nor deals damage during boosters, its cooldown is reduced by 5 seconds. So this is actually like almost a mount talent. It'd be like Rhaegar's movement speed in wolf form. Honestly, doesn't seem too bad. If these other talents aren't that good here, then we might take this talent. Hit the nitros. Initial speed of boosters is increased, then decays. During this time, boosters deals 100% extra damage. Yeah, so again, I was saying, like, if there's not a competitive talent, then we might not take it. Here's one that is competitive. increased move speed just off the get. This is better for team fights. And you deal bonus damage. And we like bonus damage always. Damaging enemy heroes with boosters is the quest. After damaging 25, each use of the boosters lowers its cooldown by 1 second per hero hit. Each after damaging 25 heroes. Hold on. So, I'm confused here. Is this saying that... Okay, let's just talent it and complete the quest. And we want to toggle cooldowns. So the way I'm reading this is that, you know, if I fly and hit this guy, then it goes to 9 seconds. Yeah, okay, so it's only one... It's per hit of hero once the quest is done. If I hit him 2 times, okay, you can only hit heroes once. Okay, so it's not that good. I thought it was like, it's gonna... I was like, are you serious? It can get me down to 0 cooldown reduction? Let's try hit the nitros. Oh man, that's awesome. Yeah, that's a pretty spicy talent, honestly. That also increases, you know, your travel distance when activating it, so... This is probably where you're gonna go. Oh, I don't know if you can give that up. That boost, you get around, you can get behind the enemy team, you can get away from the enemy team. You deal bonus damage. That's really sweet. And we have Pro Moves. D.Va mech gains 2% move speed for 1 second every time it takes damage up to 30. So this is your kite talent. You essentially take this talent and then just kite the enemy team around. This could be really good in team fights. If the other team has a lot of like heavy attack or damage, like, or something that, you know, it's going to be like a tracer, for example. If the other team has a tracer and you take this, then you'll just immediately be 30% move speed in team fights. Still though, this talent seems better to me just because, again, like I said before, we like bonus damage, and this adds bonus damage to our Q. Okay, so now we got a bunch of shield talents. Increases the size of it, but you can't move. So 100%. We'll just cast it. Interesting. Not sure about that. It just basically sets herself up to die. I guess you can boost her out. Increases the duration of it. That one seems really good. Considering this is a double. Like this could just say increases the duration by 100%. So you get twice as much matrix, which is really nice. Considering you build self-destruct within matrix. Every time an enemy hero deals damage while inside the matrix, D.va's self-destruct increases by 1%. This essentially just says, okay, well, you want more defense matrix? Take this, and you can have 15% every time you cast it. Then we have Bring It On. Self-destruct charge amount gained from losing mech health is increased by 30%. So this essentially says if you're taking damage, you get a little bit more. I don't know. For me, it's probably still duration, just because, you know, you do get self-destruct charge a bit faster on this one, but this is just going to increase your, you know, nerfing all the people's health by 75, or damage by 75% for an additional 3 seconds, so you can tank more damage. At level 7, increases boosters knockback by 100%, so you're slamming people. Defense matrix slows. This is pretty nice with the increased duration. Now we just took it 4. Then we got aggressive matrix. Basic attacks lower our decreased cooldown. So there's a little battle momentum for a defense matrix. And we have, again, nuclear options. Increases self-destruct's detonation timer by 3 seconds. A new mech can still be called down after 4. So you basically can call down a mech and then hop back in your mech while you still have a mech. So we heard you like mech, so we give you mechs while you mech. Pretty cool, I think. Kind of like a zoning tool, almost in a team fight. Like, allows you to, on Towers of Doom, set up a self-destruct, kind of zone the enemy team, hop back in your mag, push them off, start building another one. It could be good on some maps. I mean, technically, really, none of these are increased damage. This is actually this is the best one for increasing damage, right? I already think that the detonation timer is going to be a problem anyways, so I don't think that like the other team will be able to walk out of it if they choose to. And by adding extra time, I don't know if that changes anything, right? The only thing that I would hurt against is like a VP or a slow or something. You know, if something's setting up for you to get it off, then that hurts it a lot. So I don't know. For now, let's try out the extra knock. I mean, it's fairly good. I don't think it's worth the talent though. I'm gonna say, you know, for the first game, I'm gonna try probably nuclear option, but I think aggressive matrix is what we're gonna end up with after all said and done. So bunny hop, already see become unstoppable, which is always a good thing. You can juke CCs and stuff like that, and stomp every 0.5 seconds, dealing damage and slowing enemies. So essentially, it's a moving earthquake. Sounds like, where you're unstoppable. That's kind of nice. You do not heal during the time, but you are unstoppable and you are doing more damage than earthquake deals. Requires mech mode though, so if you're out of mech, it doesn't do anything. Big shot, dealing 593 damage to all enemies in a line. The cooldown of call mech is reduced by 8. So this is in pilot mode. Okay, so actually the cool thing about this talent is that you can, you know, hit your explosion, hit your R, right? And then you can hop back into your mech. So like you can hop out of your mech and then hop back into your mech, but you get that R off. So it just depends like whether or not you want to with let's reset talents again. So, you know, do you want to go like this? Is this how you open up? You open up. Gosh, if this chick could just stop saying choose a talent. This is why I normally like a lot of times turn this stuff off. So with bunny hop, right? We could like engage and start bunny hopping. This seems like you're good, like if you have damage behind you, this seems like the talent to take. If you don't have damage behind you, then I definitely think that you take, God, I cannot think with this chick saying choose a talent. I think if you already have engage and you don't have a lot of damage behind you, like you're the pokier team, then I actually think this big shot's probably better. Because you're going to be, you know, you get 8 seconds reduced per hit, and you can use it outside of your defense. I mean, once you self-destruct, you can cast it, right? You can be a little more effective, proactive on the outside of that. So I think I'll probably take big shot. Again, you want to just call in your mech as much as possible too. Expensive plating increases mech health, but also increases the cooldown of call mech by 15 seconds. This is essentially saying we're committing to our mech, right? This might be a good talent to take with the bunny hop. Mech gains a shield instead of dying. When D.Va mech would be destroyed, it instead gains a shield that absorbs damage. So that's pretty cool. A little indestructible. Joanna 20 built into 13. Not bad. Take less damage from weak attacks. Damage against D.Va's mech that would deal 5% or less of its maximum health. So this just like totally counters things like Tychus and Tracer and a lot of the tanks. So if they have low slow damage, this is awesome. This is great against just like support autos and things like this. Honestly, I would say the two best ones are these two. This kind of sketches me out a little bit, but I guess if you play it super smart with big gun, you can. It just seems like if you ever go into baby D.Va and your mech is killed, you're gonna have a much harder time building that mech back up, essentially. So we'll just say we're gonna take one of these two depending on the enemy team. You can dash as a pilot. That's pretty cool. Gains the torpedo dash, allowing her to dash forwards. And then I have to see how far this dash is. Not far at all. That takes so long. 1400 damage though. Oh, you can't move. It could be worth it though. No, it's not worth it. What am I talking about? Maybe. We gotta read the other 16 talents. 16s are always just so good though. That's the only thing, right? Okay, so GG, well played. Increases pilot mode basic attack damage by 75%. Participating in a takedown while in pilot mode instantly refreshes the cooldown. That's nice. That's really nice. The only thing is with this pilot mode, you have to stand still to attack. So yes, you can already orb walk with her. I mean, honestly, you know, you have like super DPS if you can stand still, and then you can still orb walk with her. So pretty sick. Resistance and faster call mech charge after ejecting. For 4 seconds after ejecting from her mech, D.Va gains 50 armor and her basics grant 50% more cooldown towards call mech. So basically, like, if you jump out, you can just start balling. And pilot mode basic attacks have 20% increased range and slow enemies. This, I think, it's between these two. This is probably the right talent, though. But your attack's slow and having more range could be a lot safer, right? You end up not dying. But, you know, if your team has a lot of damage, this is probably better because then you can hop out and just start killing stuff. It also makes sense for Torpedo Dash to be in this talent tier. They all are really powerful. This is better if they have gap closers. If you need to kite, this is better if you need range, right? If they don't have a lot of range, like your range surpasses lots of their damage, that's pretty good. And then this is really good if you have like a reset-y comp, like if you have Li Mings and the Genji and stuff, then you go this, you just pop out and just start fighting. Hopefully get a takedown, then refresh and immediately call back. I don't really find this one to be that much better, but because this doesn't do anything with Big Shot. Yeah, Big Shot's on a 4-second cooldown too. Wow. Let's see. So this auto is 136. Yeah, I mean this talent seems pretty insane. That's so much. That's actually so much damage. Look at my DPS just standing still shooting. 776 per. I feel like it's a DPS lost old at this point. Yeah, that's actually crazy. Okay, so we're at our 20 now. Pew pew pew. Big Shot fires multiple pulses instead of a single shot. Fires 3 shots, each dealing 50% damage. I don't know. This is good because now you can hit multiple people and get back in. Knock back enemies as a pilot. D.Va gains the concussion ability, allowing her to deal 3 and knock. So it's cool. It's like you can like be rewarded by going into this mode and then just fighting people. I honestly might like the range more. I think I like the. I think I like the. Okay, so let me figure out what 20 I like. Okay, Mecha Fall. Call Mech is instant and targetable, damages enemies. Call Mech is instant and can target a location upon landing. I mean, that's pretty cool too, honestly. I'm assuming that you fall into the mech at said location. This seems really good with this actually seems really good with Bunny Hop. Let's just say we go Concussive Pulse. Let's check out how this talent looks. Oh, okay, so it's just a cone. I think pew pew pew. Let's just take a bunch of random stuff so we can try Mecha Fall. So the range is not too crazy on that one. Let's just take a bunch of talents again. Let's try pew pew pew. Okay. So pew 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 is pretty cool. The only problem is it makes you stand still. Alright. But it is a skill shot, so you can be pretty far back. And if you hit that, you have a better chance of getting your mech back up. Yeah, I would probably say it's pew 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 is what you want. Or Concussive Pulse. The fact that this knocks people away. Concussive Pulse plus suppressing fire, so you got like peel for yourself and you can attack it. So alright, so here's the this will be the final build now. And then this will be the end of this video, and then there'll be another video uploaded of the gameplay of me actually trying all these talents out. God, choose a talent, dude. Choose a talent. Alright, yeah, so this is the increased range, and now your attack's slow. So this is like kind of like CC for yourself, and then if they ever get on you, you can knock them away from you. Yeah, it's actually a pretty good knockback there too. And then when they finally do get to you, you can also sync up like one auto into an R, because they'll be slowed. When they finally do get to you, you just call on your Meg. Oh man. You can knock people into your trap too. Oh dude, this character looks sweet. Alright, there's a lot going on here. It's a lot more than like I even had originally thought about, so you definitely have to try her out. I'm gonna change some hotkeys super quick, just so I can see a lot of these abilities. Yeah, cool. Alright, perfect. Alright, so again, this is going to be it for this video. I mean, so far, it looks like this character will be very, very annoying. That's originally what I had thought that she would be. So, I am excited to now play her. And you'll see in this next video, you know, all these talents kind of come together. And if I can really figure out what the heck is honestly going on and when I should be using what. But until that video, guys, thank you all so much for the support. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to throw a like and subscribe. Again, I'm going to definitely be making more videos after this HEC season ends, during the summertime, more or less, because I'll have a lot more free time. And I'm going to continue to try to, especially with this new patch, you know, come out with a new patch breakdown and what's changed. And I did read, like, Alarak got a huge buff this patch, Tyrande got a huge buff, so there's things that are happening, and heroes that are really cool getting some time that they deserve, especially like the Tyrande. She's so old school. I'm glad they're finally changing her to be a little more new school. But till then, guys, thank you again so much, and I'll see you all in the gameplay.